Hi, I'm MJ Bradley, co-host of Reignite, Circle of Friendship, and the Rob Thomas, no not that one, Robcast. And today, for a fun and game side quest, I want to talk about a game that has had a huge impact on my life, Skies of Arcadia. If you're unfamiliar with the game, it's essentially a story about friendship, unity, and hope. The game follows the journey of three friends as they uncover some incredible secrets about their world and work together to save everyone they love from the destructive power of the past. They use their charm, determination, and pure hearts to convince even the crankiest old sailor to join their cause. It's about taking a stand for what's right, no matter what. Skies of Arcadia, developed by Overworks, was released for the Dreamcast in 2000, and again for GameCube as Skies of Arcadia Legends in 2002. It's a turn-based RPG set in a fantastical world where civilization exists on floating land masses, orbited by 6 moons of different colors and powers. This is a world struggling to recover from a devastating event caused by greed and unchecked power from a millennia before we even meet our heroes. The world of Arcadia is incredibly complex and diverse. I've played both the Dreamcast and GameCube versions of this game, and I can tell you that the main difference is an added storyline in Legends about a bounty hunter called the Angel of Death, determined to destroy Vice due to a trauma she connected him to in her memory. It's actually a beautiful story, and I'm glad they included it for the updated port. There are also additional discoveries, weapons, and side quests to enjoy. But there is so much to love about this game. The music is incredible. I have a saved playlist on Spotify and I return to it again and again. It brings me back to those first moments, standing on the deck of a ship, soaring through the clouds with 2 people I love by my side. It's cathartic and expressive, but also varied. Every new place you visit has its own mood, its own melody. The composers Yutaka Minobe and Tatsuyuki Maeda, I'm so sorry if I butchered those names, created soundscapes that still carry you back to this world 20 years later. The combat wasn't really what made this game special, but it wasn't bad. Your characters took turns delivering blows to an opposing team, sometimes on foot and sometimes as a ship battle, which admittedly was the coolest part of the combat. Your characters were able to unlock special moves through leveling up and the application of certain moonstones to their weapons. Seeing your characters come up with new moves was probably one of the most fun aspects of the one-on-one combat. Those elaborate visuals were intense, and now I just want to replay the game so I can see them again. Each character had a unique fighting style, or in Fina's case, wasn't a fighter at all. Every team needs a healer, don't they? Eika's boomerang is still the coolest weapon, and I would like one of my own, thanks. The characters are nuanced and unique. They're individuals with their own dreams. Vice, Eika, and Fina have such a strong bond that nothing can break them apart. Their friendship infects others and inspires them to do the right thing. Even the villains are spectacularly written. They believe they are doing good for the world, even though the audience knows what they're doing is wrong. I can't help but to feel sad for Ramirez, even knowing he's prepared to rip apart the world. There is suffering and empathy in this world. Drachma, an old man consumed with rage at the creature that killed his son, is still capable of great sadness for a creature that had no control over its actions. Enrique abhors his mother's totalitarian regime and starts a revolution because he loves his people and his country so much that he would stand against them to stop them from going down an evil path. I am making myself emotional thinking about how much I love these characters and how much they taught me. There is a purity to this game that I think we could all use, especially now. This game is also probably why I grew up queer and poly. Fina, Eika, and Vice are definitely a triad and my original OT3. No one can tell me otherwise. They sail off into the sunset together. That blew my mind as a baby queer. Fina and Eika had an extraordinary bond outside of their connection to Vice. It was never explicitly queer, but few things were at the time. Skies of Arcadia will forever hold a special place in my heart. It's one of the reasons Stormageddon and I are friends to begin with. When we first met, I was playing it for the second time and unable to talk about anything else, and we connected over our love for it. I've written poetry about this world, and I'm still inspired by it. Unfortunately, Skies of Arcadia is difficult to find these days. But if you do happen to see it in a used games bin or find it for sale at a reasonable price, please do yourself a favor and pick it up. You won't regret it. Skies of Arcadia is the embodiment of love and friendship, and I really hope others get the chance to experience it the way I have. Thanks for joining me on this side quest. Happy gaming!